Hi, and welcome to our tutorial for your portfolio. I hope things have gone well for you so far this semester, and should be our last video for this semester. Let's take a look at the project that you're going to be asked to do for your final portfolio. The truth is, most of your portfolio is already completed. You've been working on your reflective journals throughout the semester, so you need to make sure that you have all 6 reflective journals for your portfolio. The last 2 things that you need to do that you haven't really worked on yet are adding your projects and your lesson plans to the projects page. And then you also need to go in and you need to create a new page where you detail your philosophy on using technology in the classroom. I'll show you both of those projects right now. Let's go in to edit our site, and I'm going to show you first how to add your Google Lit Trip or your Kidspiration file to your site. So I'm going to click on the Edit Site button, and as this loads, you're going to see my basic site. I need to be on the correct page, so I need to be on the projects page, so I'll click on that link. Now the key to this, if you look at my page already, you can see that I already have some files that I loaded up. So let me just show you how I go about putting files on this site, okay, on this page. In order to do this, I need to be able to upload a file. So that's the key thing here, is I need to be able to upload a file. Let's show you how I go about doing that. Now if you look in the elements up here, you'll see that there are no elements for uploading a file under the Basic tab. Well, let's check some of the other ones. I'm going to go next to Multimedia. And here you'll find that there is a File Upload tab. So let's just show you how we do this. I'll just click on that and drag it down to my page. You can see that it will create a space for it. And now it tells me to upload the file. Let's click to upload. So I'll click on that, and the properties bar shows up and it says click to upload a new file. You can upload any kind of file here. So I'm going to upload a KMZ file or your Google Lit Trip. So as I come in, I'll just click on my Google Lit Trip and I'll select that. It takes a second for it to upload depending on the size of the file, but you can see there we've got our file. Now if I want to rename this, notice how if you look at my examples down here, I have a little bit better look. All I have to do is click on the file again, and it gives me in the properties a chance to change the name a little bit. So if I want to capitalize the P in Potter, and I want to capitalize the H in Harry, you can see very simple. I just go in and make those changes and it changes down here. One other little thing that I've done in order to make this look a little nicer is I also added a title. So let's go back to the basics and let's add a title. So you can see again I just drag down the title that I want. And this one, maybe I'll just call it Project 1. Okay? And you can put in whatever you want. Those are the basics of putting in your projects. So you can do your Kidspiration as well as your Google Lit Trip that way. One other little thing that you see here is I have a little line in between the 2 projects. That's another really simple thing that's found under the More tab, and that's called a divider. Again, you just drag that down between the 2 objects and you can see it puts a nice little line in there for you. Very simple. Now, in order to put in your lesson plan using the UEN lesson plan tool, we need to create a box that I can put a link in. And that's just a basic text box. That really doesn't have to be anything special. All I'm going to do is grab the paragraph with title and I'll bring that down. Okay, and in the title, again, just like we did before, I'll call this maybe lesson plan number 1. Okay, and in the paragraph text, this is where I'll put in the title of my lesson. So let's say my lesson was on where the wild things are. Okay, and that was what I called my lesson. Now you'll see this is not a link yet. So what I need to do is come out to the UEN site and I need to go to my lesson plan where I can actually copy that link. It takes just a second for me to go to my lesson plan. I'll go in through K-12 Education and you can see over here there's the lesson plan tool. So I'll select that and I'll log into that tool so I can see my lesson plans. So once this logs in, then all I have to do is go and find my lesson plan that I was working on. And well, I don't think I have one example right now, so I'll just copy any of these. But it's the same for you. You just click on the preview button and that should give you the address for your lesson plan. So I'll just copy that and come back to Weebly. Now, I want the text where the wild things are to link to that page. So I'll highlight that text, and then I'll use the link button. And it says, where would you like to link? And I want to link to a website. It says, well, what's the address? Well, we know the address now. I just copied it, so I'll paste that in there. And maybe I'll tell it to open in a new window so it doesn't remove this. And I'll save that. And look at what we've just done. Okay? We've now created a link to my lesson plan. If I test this, I can select that. I actually have to have it published before it will actually work. So let's go ahead and maybe publish what we've got done so far. But you can see that's a very easy way for you to go through and create a link to your lesson plan, to put up your project files. Everything can be done pretty simply. Now I know a lot of you have been worried about the Kidspiration files, and I apologize that your 30-day trials have run out. If you need help with anything with Kidspiration, give me a call or shoot me an email, because I've noticed that some of the labs are having problems with Kidspiration, but we have it in the UEN lab, and I'm more than willing to work out a time where you can come work on it. The truth of the matter is, though, you can actually upload this without ever needing to look at the file again. All I'm asking you for is to turn in on your portfolio the assignment that you already submitted to me several weeks ago in UOnline. So that's pretty much the lesson plans and the projects. The last thing that we need to do is we need to create a page where we can use our philosophy on technology in the classroom. So to do that, I need to come up to the Pages tab, and I need to make a new page. So I'll use the New Page button, and I'll call this Philosophy of Technology in Education, and I'll save that page. Okay, so you can see that's now added to my list of pages going across the top. I'll click on that page to edit it, and as I come down it says, what would you like to do? And truthfully, this is just a longer reflection that I'd like for you to write, in which you outline your philosophy on using technology in the classroom. We've now spent the entire semester together working on different technology projects. What role do you see technology playing in the classroom, and how do you see yourself using some of the different projects and examples that you've learned in our class with students? It should be about a page long. I know that's a little hard to judge on the web, but you're talking about 5 paragraphs or so in which you outline specifically some of your thoughts on using technology in the classroom. Once you finish your reflection on technology in the classroom, the last thing that you need to do on this site is to publish. Remember, publishing is what's going to make it public so that I can see it. And then if you want to see your published site, you select the link so that you can see your actual site. And this was a problem for a lot of you early in the semester. I hope we've overcome this now. You will copy and paste this link into UOnline under the portfolio assignment. Please make sure that you copy and paste your Weebly site and not the link to Weebly.com. Okay, I know that's easy to do sometimes, is to make that mistake, but make sure you copy the address that has either your name or some identifying characteristic that's yours for your Weebly site. I hope this little tutorial has helped you as we've gone through and looked at some of the options on completing the final portfolio assignment. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me either by phone or by email. Thanks for watching, guys.